New Jersey Senator Robert Menendez wants to change that. He's a member of the Committee on Energy and Natural Resources. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Savannah. Good to be with you.
So Senator Menendez, as I understand it, your legislation would increase the amount that BP or any oil company would be responsible for to $10 billion?
That's right. Right now, we keep hearing that BP is going to be responsible for everything. What the law says is they're responsible for the efforts to contain the spill and try to clean up the spill. But afterwards, for the fishermen, for the coastal communities, for the tourism companies, for the ecosystems that will be damaged unquestionably by millions and millions of gallons of oil in the Gulf, their limit is exactly $75 million. And the reality is BP made last quarter alone in profits, not revenues, profits, $5.6 billion in one quarter. It seems to me that the person who's the responsible party for polluting our oceans and creating that risk to our communities should be responsible to pay.
And what's the sense you're getting? I mean, can you change the law later? I mean, British Petroleum is operating under one set of laws. This incident happens. Is it fair? Is it constitutional to change the law later and say, no, actually, we're going to cap liability at $10 billion, not $75 million?
Well, it's a good question, and the reality is we have precedent for this. Superfund, the cleanup of toxic waste sites, is a law that passed and then retroactively said all those who were responsible for polluting these sites, these lands, are responsible parties that have to pay and have liability obligations. And the courts have upheld Superfund. It's existed for several decades. There's no reason that we shouldn't make big oil pay for their big spills that create big economic problems.
And then, Senator Menendez, before I let you go, of course, we know this spill has to affect the politics of offshore drilling, the proposal in the energy bill that's currently in the Congress. What effect do you think it will have? Do you think there will now be a huge tide of opinion against new offshore drilling, as the president has suggested?
Well, I think certainly is. I mean, I personally have opposed offshore drilling for some time. We don't need this on the pristine beaches of New Jersey, which is the largest driver of our economy, a major commercial fishing section of the country, and would be an enormous loss to coastal states like New Jersey. We should stop going after oil, which is the reason that we need climate change in the first place, because of the way it pollutes our environment, and go after those renewable energy sources in wind, solar, biomass, cellulosic ethanol, to name a few, that ultimately would break our dependence on oil, create a new generation of green jobs here in this country with American workers, with American ingenuity, fueling American energy. That's how we should be going, and I hope that the climate change legislation moves in that direction, and I think they'll have broader support.
All right, Senator Menendez, thank you for your time this morning, sir. We appreciate it.